Have you ever wondered why some people seem to radiate health and vitality while others constantly struggle with illness? What if the secret to preventing disease wasn't hidden in expensive medicines or complicated treatments, but right there in your kitchen? Could the simple act of choosing the right foods each morning actually transform your health from the inside out? Today, we're exploring something truly extraordinary: 7 powerful foods that, according to ancient Buddhist wisdom, can activate your body's natural healing abilities. These aren't just ordinary breakfast items. They're like master keys that unlock your body's incredible potential to heal itself, fight disease, and maintain vibrant health without relying on medications. This journey we're about to embark on together is more than just learning about nutrition. It's about rediscovering timeless wisdom that has kept generations healthy and strong. It's about understanding that our bodies possess remarkable intelligence, an innate ability to heal and regenerate when we provide them with the right nourishment. Buddhist monks and practitioners have known these secrets for centuries, and now we're going to share them with you. As we explore each of these 7 foods, keep an open mind. What we're discussing isn't a quick fix or a temporary diet trend. These are principles rooted in thousands of years of observation, practice, and wisdom. They represent a holistic approach to health, one that sees food not merely as fuel, but as medicine, as energy, and as a pathway to harmony between body, mind, and spirit. The beauty of what you're about to discover is its simplicity. You don't need expensive supplements, complicated meal plans, or hard-to-find exotic ingredients. These 7 foods are accessible, affordable, and remarkably powerful. Each one works synergistically with your body's natural processes, supporting everything from digestion and immunity to mental clarity and emotional balance. We're going to dive deep into each food, understanding not just what to eat, but why it works. You'll learn how these foods align with Buddhist principles of mindful eating and natural healing. You'll discover the specific ways each food strengthens your body's defenses, cleanses toxins, reduces inflammation, and promotes longevity. More importantly, you'll learn how to incorporate them into your morning routine in ways that are practical and sustainable. This isn't just information, it's transformation. The practices we share today have helped countless people reduce their dependence on medications, overcome chronic health issues, and experience levels of energy and wellness they never thought possible. By the end of this video, you'll have a complete roadmap for revolutionizing your mornings and, by extension, your entire life. We encourage you to watch this video all the way through. Each food we discuss builds upon the previous one, creating a comprehensive picture of how to support your body's natural healing mechanisms. Missing even one could mean missing a crucial piece of the puzzle. These 7 foods work together like an orchestra, each playing its unique role in the symphony of your health. If you find value in what we share today, please show your support by clicking the like button and subscribing to our Wisdom Diaries channel. By subscribing, you're not just helping us create more content like this, you're joining a community of like-minded individuals who are committed to natural health, personal growth, and living in harmony with ancient wisdom. You'll stay updated on new ways to enhance your well-being, prevent disease naturally, and unlock your body's full potential. Think about this. Every morning presents a fresh opportunity to choose health over illness, vitality over fatigue, and natural healing over dependency on medications. The choices you make at breakfast set the tone for your entire day, influencing your energy levels, mental clarity, immune function, and even your mood. What if you could transform all of that simply by knowing which 7 foods to include? Are you ready to discover these powerful foods? We promise you, this journey will be eye-opening and filled with practical wisdom you can apply immediately. Each food is a stepping stone toward a healthier, more vibrant version of yourself. Let's begin this transformative journey together, unlocking the ancient secrets that can help your body cure its own diseases naturally and powerfully. Food number 1, warm lemon water. Let's begin with perhaps the simplest yet most transformative practice you can adopt, starting your day with warm lemon water. In Buddhist monasteries across Asia, monks have begun their mornings with this humble ritual for centuries. It's not just a beverage, it's a sacred act of awakening both body and spirit, preparing the entire system for the day ahead. The beauty of this practice lies in its profound simplicity. While the modern world constantly searches for complex solutions to health problems, Buddhist wisdom teaches us that sometimes the most powerful remedies are the simplest ones. Warm lemon water embodies this principle perfectly. It requires only 2 ingredients, takes mere minutes to prepare, yet delivers benefits that rival the most expensive health supplements on the market. In Buddhist philosophy, the morning represents rebirth, a fresh beginning where we can cleanse ourselves of yesterday's burdens and toxins. Warm lemon water serves as a gentle purification ritual, symbolically and physically washing away what no longer serves us. This isn't just spiritual symbolism. The science behind this ancient practice is remarkable and validates what Buddhist practitioners have known intuitively for millennia. Let's explore the scientific benefits that make this simple drink so extraordinarily powerful. First and foremost, warm lemon water acts as a natural detoxifier for your body. Throughout the night, your body works tirelessly to repair cells, process nutrients, and eliminate waste products. When you wake up, your system is ready to flush out these accumulated toxins. Warm lemon water jumpstarts this process by stimulating your liver, the body's primary detoxification organ, encouraging it to produce more enzymes and work more efficiently. The vitamin C in lemons is a powerful antioxidant that neutralizes harmful free radicals in your body. These free radicals are unstable molecules that damage cells, accelerate aging, and contribute to numerous diseases including cancer and heart disease. By flooding your system with vitamin C first thing in the morning, you're essentially giving your body armor against these destructive forces. Research shows that adequate vitamin C intake can reduce the duration and severity of common illnesses, strengthen your immune response, and even improve skin health by promoting collagen production. One of the most significant benefits of warm lemon water is its impact on digestion. Buddhist monks understood that a healthy digestive system is the foundation of overall wellness. Modern science confirms this wisdom. The atomic structure of lemon juice is remarkably similar to the digestive juices in your stomach. When you drink warm lemon water, you're essentially priming your digestive system, signaling it to wake up and prepare for the day's work. This stimulates the production of bile in your liver, which is essential for breaking down fats and absorbing nutrients from your food. Many people struggle with sluggish digestion, constipation, and bloating. These issues often stem from dehydration and lack of proper digestive stimulation in the morning. Warm lemon water addresses both problems simultaneously. The warmth of the water helps relax your intestinal muscles, promoting smoother bowel movements, while the lemon stimulates peristalsis, the wave-like muscle contractions that move food through your digestive tract. People who adopt this practice often report more regular, comfortable digestion within just a few days. Now, let's discuss something truly fascinating: how warm lemon water alkalizes your body. This might seem counterintuitive since lemons are acidic, right? Here's where the wisdom becomes interesting. While lemons are acidic outside the body, they have an alkalizing effect once metabolized. Your body breaks down the citric acid in lemons, leaving behind alkaline mineral compounds. This is crucial because many modern health problems stem from our bodies being too acidic, a condition caused by stress, processed foods, and environmental toxins. When your body maintains a slightly alkaline pH, it functions optimally. Your cells communicate better, enzymes work more efficiently, and disease-causing organisms struggle to survive. Cancer cells, for instance, thrive in acidic environments but struggle in alkaline ones. Chronic inflammation, another root cause of countless diseases, is significantly reduced when your body maintains proper pH balance. By starting each day with warm lemon water, you're actively shifting your internal environment toward alkalinity, creating conditions where health flourishes and disease struggles. The immune-boosting properties of this simple drink cannot be overstated. Beyond vitamin C, lemons contain powerful compounds like limonene, which has been shown to have anti-cancer properties, and flavonoids, which reduce inflammation throughout your body. Buddhist practitioners observed that those who maintained this morning ritual experienced fewer illnesses and recovered more quickly when they did fall sick. Modern research validates these observations, showing that regular lemon water consumption can reduce the frequency of infections, speed healing, and improve overall immune function. Let me share the proper way to prepare and consume warm lemon water because the details matter significantly. First, the water should be warm, not hot or cold. Hot water can destroy some of the beneficial enzymes and vitamin C in the lemon, while cold water shocks your digestive system and requires your body to expend energy warming it up. Warm water, approximately body temperature or slightly warmer, is ideal. It's gentle on your system and allows the nutrients to be absorbed more effectively. Use fresh lemons, not bottled lemon juice. Fresh lemons contain living enzymes and higher concentrations of nutrients. Bottled juice often contains preservatives and has lost much of its vitality. Squeeze half a lemon into a glass of warm water, about 8 to 10 ounces. If you're smaller in stature, a quarter lemon might be sufficient. If you're larger or want enhanced benefits, you can use a whole lemon. Timing is crucial. Drink your warm lemon water first thing in the morning, on an empty stomach, before consuming anything else. This is when your body is most receptive to its benefits. Wait at least 15 to 20 minutes before eating breakfast. This gives the lemon water time to work its magic on your digestive system and allows your body to absorb the nutrients without interference from other foods. Here's something important that many people miss. After drinking lemon water, rinse your mouth with plain water. While lemon water is beneficial for your body, the citric acid can be harsh on tooth enamel over time. A simple rinse protects your teeth while allowing you to enjoy all the internal benefits. The testimonials from people who've adopted this practice are remarkable. One woman shared that after struggling with chronic digestive issues for years, warm lemon water transformed her life within 2 weeks. Her bloating disappeared, her energy soared, and she finally experienced comfortable, regular digestion. A man dealing with frequent colds reported that after 6 months of this morning ritual, he went an entire winter without getting sick, something that hadn't happened in over a decade. Research findings support these personal stories. Studies have shown that regular lemon water consumption improves hydration status, which affects everything from cognitive function to physical performance. Other research demonstrates improved skin quality, better kidney function, and reduced kidney stone formation among regular lemon water drinkers. However, let's address common mistakes people make. Some people drink lemon water that's too concentrated, thinking more is better. This can irritate your stomach lining and damage tooth enamel. Others add sugar or sweeteners, completely negating the health benefits. The practice should be pure, just warm water and fresh lemon. Some people drink it too quickly, gulping it down in seconds. Instead, sip it mindfully, taking 3 to 5 minutes to finish your glass. This isn't just hydration, it's a mindful ritual that sets the tone for your entire day. Another mistake is inconsistency. The true power of warm lemon water reveals itself through daily practice. Doing it occasionally provides some benefits, but making it a non-negotiable morning ritual transforms it from a health tip into a life-changing practice. Buddhist wisdom teaches that consistency and dedication unlock the deepest benefits of any practice. If you're watching this and thinking about trying warm lemon water, start tomorrow morning. Notice how you feel, not just physically but mentally and emotionally. Pay attention to your energy levels, your digestion, your clarity of mind. Subscribe if you want to learn more about these ancient health practices that can transform your life naturally without medications or expensive treatments. This is just the first of 7 powerful foods we're exploring today, and each one builds upon the last to create a complete system of natural healing. Food number 2, oatmeal with natural ingredients. The second powerful food that can transform your health is one that Buddhist monks have treasured for generations. Oatmeal. In monasteries throughout Tibet, China, and other Asian regions, oatmeal has been revered as the food of simplicity, a humble grain that nourishes both body and spirit. This isn't the instant, sugar-laden packets you find in grocery stores. We're talking about pure, whole oats prepared mindfully and topped with nature's finest ingredients. Buddhist philosophy celebrates simplicity as a path to profound wisdom and health. Oatmeal embodies this principle perfectly. It's unpretentious, affordable, and accessible to everyone, yet it contains extraordinary nutritional power. Monks understood that the most valuable things in life often come in the simplest packages. While the world chases exotic superfoods and expensive supplements, this ancient grain quietly delivers benefits that pharmaceutical companies spend billions trying to replicate. In Buddhist monasteries, the preparation of morning oatmeal was never rushed or treated as merely fuel. It was a meditative practice, an act of self-care and mindfulness. The monks would carefully select their oats, cook them with intention, and consume them with gratitude and awareness. This mindful approach to eating, which modern science now calls mindful eating, significantly enhances the nutritional benefits and satisfaction we derive from our food. Let's explore the remarkable nutritional profile of oatmeal and understand why it deserves a central place in your morning routine. Oats are whole grains, meaning they contain all three parts of the grain: the bran, germ, and endosperm. This makes them nutritionally complete, packed with fiber, protein, vitamins, minerals, and powerful antioxidants that work synergistically to promote health and prevent disease. The fiber in oatmeal is particularly special. It contains a type of soluble fiber called beta-glucan, which has been extensively studied and shown to have remarkable health benefits. This fiber forms a gel-like substance in your digestive tract, slowing down digestion and creating a feeling of sustained fullness that prevents overeating throughout the day. But its benefits extend far beyond appetite control. Beta-glucan fiber has been proven to lower cholesterol levels significantly. It works by binding to cholesterol-rich bile acids in your intestines and removing them from your body. Your liver must then use cholesterol from your bloodstream to make new bile acids, effectively reducing your blood cholesterol levels. Multiple studies have shown that consuming just 3 grams of beta-glucan daily, the amount in about 1.5 cups of cooked oatmeal, can reduce total cholesterol by 5 to 10%. For someone with high cholesterol, this could mean the difference between needing medication or managing it naturally through diet. Heart disease remains one of the leading causes of death worldwide, and Buddhist wisdom recognized centuries ago that what we eat profoundly affects heart health. Modern cardiology confirms this ancient understanding. Regular oatmeal consumption has been linked to significant reductions in heart disease risk. The beta-glucan fiber lowers cholesterol, the antioxidants reduce inflammation in blood vessels, and the overall nutritional profile supports healthy blood pressure levels. One of the most valuable benefits of starting your day with oatmeal is its effect on blood sugar regulation. Unlike refined carbohydrates that spike your blood sugar rapidly and then crash it just as quickly, leaving you tired and craving more sugar, oatmeal provides steady, sustained energy. The soluble fiber slows the absorption of glucose into your bloodstream, preventing those dramatic spikes and crashes that plague so many people throughout their day. This blood sugar stability has profound implications for your health. It means consistent energy levels, better concentration and mental clarity, reduced cravings for unhealthy foods, and significantly lower risk of developing type 2 diabetes. For people who already have diabetes, oatmeal can be a game changer, helping them manage their condition more effectively and potentially reducing their need for medication. The protein content in oatmeal is higher than most grains, making it an excellent choice for building and repairing tissues, supporting immune function, and maintaining healthy metabolism. When you combine oatmeal with the right toppings, which we'll discuss in detail, you create a complete breakfast that provides sustained energy and nutrition for hours. Buddhist practitioners understood the importance of eating foods that ground and center you. Oatmeal does exactly this. Its complex carbohydrates provide glucose to your brain, improving cognitive function, mood stability, and stress resilience. Many people report that on days when they start with oatmeal, they feel more balanced, focused, and emotionally stable throughout the day. Now let's talk about the best toppings to enhance your oatmeal's nutritional power. This is where you can transform a simple bowl of oats into a superfood breakfast that delivers comprehensive nutrition. The key is choosing natural, whole food ingredients that complement and amplify oatmeal's benefits. Nuts are exceptional additions. Almonds, walnuts, pecans, and cashews add healthy fats, protein, and additional fiber. Walnuts are particularly valuable because they're rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which reduce inflammation throughout your body and support brain health. Just a small handful of nuts increases the nutritional density of your breakfast dramatically while adding satisfying crunch and flavor. Seeds are another powerful addition. Chia seeds, flax seeds, pumpkin seeds, and sunflower seeds each bring unique benefits. Chia seeds absorb liquid and create a pleasant texture while providing omega-3s, fiber, and protein. Flax seeds must be ground to be digestible, but once prepared, they offer lignans that have been shown to have anti-cancer properties, along with fiber that supports digestive and heart health. Fresh fruits are nature's candy, and they belong on your oatmeal. Berries, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries and blackberries are particularly valuable because they're loaded with antioxidants that fight free radicals and reduce disease risk. Bananas add natural sweetness, potassium for heart health, and prebiotic fiber that feeds your beneficial gut bacteria. Apples provide additional fiber and antioxidants. Choose fruits that are in season when possible, as they contain the highest nutrient levels. A touch of cinnamon is more than just flavoring. This ancient spice has been used in traditional medicine for thousands of years. It helps regulate blood sugar levels, adds sweetness without actual sugar, provides anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial benefits, and has been linked to improved brain function. Just half a teaspoon can make a significant difference. Here's what you should avoid adding to your oatmeal: refined sugar, artificial sweeteners, processed toppings like chocolate chips or candy pieces, and excessive amounts of dried fruit, which concentrates the sugar content. These additions negate many of oatmeal's health benefits and turn a nutritious breakfast into something closer to dessert. The preparation method matters significantly. Steel-cut oats are the least processed and therefore the most nutritious option, though they take longer to cook. Rolled oats are a good middle ground, providing excellent nutrition with reasonable cooking time. Instant oats are the most processed and have a higher glycemic index, meaning they'll spike your blood sugar more quickly. If convenience is essential, choose instant oats without added sugars or flavoring, but steel-cut or rolled oats are superior choices. Here's how to prepare oatmeal mindfully, following Buddhist principles of intentional living. Start by measuring your oats, typically half a cup of dry oats per serving. As you cook them, whether on the stovetop or in the microwave, give them your full attention. Notice the transformation as they absorb water and soften. This isn't wasted time. It's an opportunity for a few moments of mindfulness before your busy day begins. Cook your oats with water, or, if you prefer creaminess, unsweetened plant-based milk like almond or oat milk. Avoid adding sugar during cooking. Let the natural toppings provide sweetness. Once cooked, let your oatmeal cool slightly while you prepare your toppings. Arrange them thoughtfully, making your breakfast visually appealing. We eat with our eyes first, and a beautiful bowl of oatmeal can enhance your entire eating experience. Scientific studies consistently support oatmeal's health benefits. A comprehensive review published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that oat consumption significantly reduces the risk of cardiovascular disease. Another study in the Journal of Nutrition demonstrated that regular oatmeal eaters have better overall diet quality and nutrient intake compared to those who don't eat oatmeal. Research from the British Journal of Nutrition showed that oatmeal consumption improves insulin sensitivity and helps prevent metabolic syndrome. The weight management benefits are particularly noteworthy. Because oatmeal keeps you full and satisfied for hours, you naturally consume fewer calories throughout the day without feeling deprived or hungry. This makes it an ideal food for anyone trying to reach or maintain a healthy weight. Unlike restrictive diets that leave you miserable and battling constant hunger, oatmeal works with your body's natural satiety signals. Take a moment and comment below about where you're watching this from and whether you've tried starting your day with oatmeal. We'd love to hear about your experiences and connect with viewers from around the world who are on this journey toward natural health and wellness. When you commit to starting your mornings with oatmeal prepared thoughtfully with nutritious toppings, you're not just eating breakfast. You're investing in your long-term health, supporting your body's natural healing processes, and honoring the ancient wisdom that recognized this humble grain's extraordinary power. This is food as medicine in its purest, most accessible form. Food number 3, fresh ginger tea. The third powerful food that can revolutionize your health is one that has been treasured in Buddhist medicine for over 2,000 years, fresh ginger tea. In ancient monasteries across Asia, ginger was considered one of the most sacred healing plants, referred to as the universal medicine because of its remarkably broad range of health benefits. Buddhist healers understood what modern science is only now confirming. This humble root possesses extraordinary therapeutic properties that can prevent and treat countless ailments. Ginger holds a special place in Buddhist healing traditions. Monks would cultivate ginger in monastery gardens, treating it with reverence and care. They observed that those who consumed ginger regularly experienced fewer digestive complaints, recovered more quickly from illnesses, and maintained greater vitality as they aged. Ancient Buddhist medical texts documented hundreds of uses for ginger, from treating nausea and inflammation to supporting respiratory health and mental clarity. What makes ginger so remarkably powerful? The answer lies in its unique combination of bioactive compounds, particularly gingerol, shogol, and paradol. These compounds give ginger its distinctive pungent flavor and aroma, but more importantly, they deliver potent medicinal effects that influence virtually every system in your body. When you drink fresh ginger tea in the morning, you're flooding your system with these healing compounds at a time when your body is most receptive to their benefits. Let's explore ginger's anti-inflammatory properties, which may be its most significant contribution to human health. Chronic inflammation is now recognized as the root cause of most modern diseases, including heart disease, cancer, diabetes, arthritis, Alzheimer's disease, and countless others. Our modern lifestyle, with its processed foods, stress, environmental toxins, and sedentary habits, creates a constant state of low-grade inflammation throughout our bodies. This inflammation silently damages tissues, accelerates aging, and creates the perfect conditions for disease to develop. Ginger is one of nature's most powerful anti-inflammatory agents. The gingerol compounds in ginger inhibit the production of inflammatory chemicals in your body, similar to how anti-inflammatory medications work, but without the harmful side effects. Multiple studies have demonstrated that regular ginger consumption can reduce markers of inflammation in the blood significantly. For people suffering from inflammatory conditions like arthritis, ginger can provide relief comparable to pharmaceutical pain medications. One remarkable study published in the Journal of Pain found that daily ginger supplementation reduced muscle pain by 25% in people who exercised regularly. Another study showed that ginger extract was as effective as ibuprofen in treating menstrual pain, without the gastrointestinal side effects that plague pharmaceutical pain relievers. This is the power of food as medicine, delivering therapeutic benefits without the risks associated with drugs. Ginger's effects on digestion are equally impressive, and were well documented by Buddhist healers long before modern science understood the mechanisms. Ginger stimulates the production of digestive enzymes and bile, helping your body break down food more efficiently. It accelerates gastric emptying, meaning food moves through your stomach more quickly, reducing feelings of heaviness, bloating, and discomfort after meals. For anyone who struggles with nausea, ginger is remarkably effective. It's been proven to reduce morning sickness in pregnant women, prevent motion sickness, alleviate nausea from chemotherapy, and settle upset stomachs from any cause. The mechanisms behind this are fascinating. Ginger works on your digestive system directly, but it also affects the part of your brain that controls nausea and vomiting. This dual action makes it more effective than many pharmaceutical anti-nausea medications. Buddhist practitioners observed that ginger consumption strengthened the body's defenses against illness, and modern immunology confirms this ancient wisdom. Ginger enhances immune function through multiple pathways. Its antimicrobial properties help fight bacteria, viruses, and fungi directly. Its anti-inflammatory effects reduce the burden on your immune system, allowing it to function more efficiently. The antioxidants in ginger protect immune cells from damage, maintaining their effectiveness. Research has shown that ginger can inhibit the growth of many types of bacteria, including some that are resistant to antibiotics. It's particularly effective against oral bacteria that cause gum disease and respiratory bacteria that cause infections. During cold and flu season, a daily cup of ginger tea can significantly reduce your risk of getting sick, and if you do catch something, ginger can help you recover more quickly by supporting your body's natural healing processes. The pain-relieving properties of ginger extend beyond inflammation reduction. Ginger affects pain pathways in your nervous system, providing relief for various types of pain including headaches, migraines, menstrual cramps, and muscle soreness. Buddhist monks who performed long hours of meditation found that ginger tea helped relieve the physical discomfort that came from sitting for extended periods, allowing them to maintain their practice more comfortably. Now let's discuss how to properly prepare ginger tea to maximize its therapeutic benefits. The key is using fresh ginger root, not dried powder or tea bags. Fresh ginger contains higher concentrations of gingerol and other beneficial compounds. The preparation is simple but important to get right. Start with a piece of fresh ginger root about the size of your thumb, roughly 1 to 2 inches long. Wash it thoroughly, but you don't need to peel it unless the skin is damaged or particularly dirty. The skin contains beneficial compounds, so leaving it on is actually preferable. Slice the ginger thinly or grate it. This increases the surface area and allows more of the beneficial compounds to infuse into your tea. Bring about 2 cups of water to a boil, then add your sliced or grated ginger. Reduce the heat and let it simmer gently for 10 to 15 minutes. The longer you simmer, the stronger and more potent your tea becomes. Some people prefer a milder tea and simmer for just 5 minutes, while others who want maximum benefits simmer for 20 minutes or more. Experiment to find what works best for you. After simmering, strain the tea into your cup. You can drink it plain, which is how Buddhist monks traditionally consumed it, or you can enhance it with complementary ingredients. Here's where ginger tea becomes even more powerful through thoughtful combinations with other healing ingredients. Adding fresh lemon juice to your ginger tea creates a synergistic effect. The vitamin C in lemon enhances ginger's immune-boosting properties, and the combination is particularly effective for respiratory health. If you're fighting a cold or sore throat, ginger lemon tea can provide significant relief. A small amount of raw honey can be added once the tea has cooled slightly. Never add honey to boiling tea, as high heat destroys its beneficial enzymes. Honey adds natural sweetness while contributing its own antimicrobial and soothing properties. This combination is excellent for sore throats and coughs. Turmeric and ginger together create an anti-inflammatory powerhouse. Both roots contain potent anti-inflammatory compounds that work through different mechanisms, so combining them provides enhanced benefits. Add a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder or a small piece of fresh turmeric root when brewing your ginger tea. Include a pinch of black pepper, which increases the absorption of turmeric's beneficial compounds by up to 2000%. Some people enjoy adding cinnamon to their ginger tea. Cinnamon complements ginger's warming properties and adds additional blood sugar regulating benefits. A cinnamon stick simmered with your ginger creates a delicious, therapeutic beverage. For those who find ginger's flavor too strong initially, start with smaller amounts and gradually increase as your palate adjusts. Your taste buds will adapt, and most people find that they come to crave ginger's distinctive, warming taste. This is your body recognizing something that benefits it and naturally desiring more. The best time to drink ginger tea is first thing in the morning, after your warm lemon water and before breakfast. This allows the ginger to work on your digestive system, preparing it for food, while delivering its anti-inflammatory and immune-boosting benefits when your body is most receptive. However, ginger tea is beneficial any time of day. Some people find that a cup in the afternoon provides an energy boost without caffeine, while others enjoy it in the evening to aid digestion after dinner. One important consideration: ginger is a warming herb. In traditional Buddhist medicine and Chinese medicine, this means it increases circulation and generates heat in the body. For most people, this is beneficial, but if you naturally run hot, experience night sweats, or have certain inflammatory conditions that create heat, you might want to use ginger more moderately or consult with a healthcare practitioner. Ginger tea is generally safe for most people, but it does have mild blood-thinning properties. If you're taking blood-thinning medications or have a bleeding disorder, consult your doctor before consuming large amounts of ginger regularly. Pregnant women should also check with their healthcare provider, although moderate amounts of ginger are generally considered safe during pregnancy and can actually help with morning sickness. The research supporting ginger's health benefits is extensive and continues to grow. A study published in the journal Phytotherapy Research found that ginger extract was highly effective in reducing symptoms of osteoarthritis. Research in the Journal of the American College of Nutrition showed that ginger consumption significantly reduced markers of inflammation and oxidative stress. Another study demonstrated that ginger improved brain function and memory in middle-aged women. Buddhist wisdom teaches us that the most powerful medicines often grow right beneath our feet, accessible to everyone regardless of wealth or status. Ginger embodies this teaching perfectly. This inexpensive, widely available root possesses healing properties that pharmaceutical companies spend billions trying to replicate in laboratories. By incorporating fresh ginger tea into your morning routine, you're tapping into ancient wisdom that has maintained human health for millennia. The cumulative effects of daily ginger tea consumption are profound. Over weeks and months, you'll likely notice reduced inflammation and pain, improved digestion and elimination, stronger immunity and fewer illnesses, increased energy and mental clarity, and an overall sense of vitality and well-being. This isn't a quick fix or a temporary solution. It's a sustainable practice that supports your body's innate healing capabilities day after day, year after year. As we continue exploring these 7 powerful foods, remember that each one works synergistically with the others. The warm lemon water, oatmeal, and ginger tea we've discussed so far aren't isolated interventions. They're components of a comprehensive approach to health that addresses your body's needs on multiple levels simultaneously. This holistic perspective is at the heart of Buddhist healing wisdom, and it's what makes these practices so effective. Food number 4. Fermented foods. Yogurt, kimchi, miso. The 4th powerful food that can transform your health represents one of humanity's oldest preservation and healing techniques: fermented foods. In Buddhist monasteries throughout Asia, fermentation wasn't merely a way to preserve food. It was recognized as a sacred process that transformed ordinary ingredients into extraordinary medicines. Monks fermented vegetables, beans, grains, and dairy, creating foods like kimchi, miso, tempeh, and yogurt that sustained their health and supported their rigorous spiritual practices. Buddhist tradition views fermentation as a beautiful metaphor for transformation and patience. Just as spiritual practice gradually transforms the mind, fermentation slowly transforms food, breaking it down into more digestible forms while creating beneficial compounds that didn't exist in the original ingredients. The monks understood that this process enhanced nutrition, improved digestion, and created foods that actively healed the body. What they knew intuitively, modern science has now proven conclusively through groundbreaking research on the gut microbiome. Your gut contains trillions of microorganisms, collectively called your microbiome, that profoundly influence your health. These microorganisms aren't passive passengers, they're active participants in virtually every aspect of your well-being. They digest your food, produce vitamins, regulate your immune system, protect against harmful pathogens, influence your mood and mental health, and even affect your weight and metabolism. The composition of your gut microbiome, whether it's dominated by beneficial bacteria or harmful ones, can be the difference between vibrant health and chronic disease. Modern research has revealed something truly remarkable. Your gut is often called your second brain because it contains over 100 million neurons, more than in your spinal cord. This enteric nervous system communicates constantly with your brain through what scientists call the gut-brain axis. The state of your gut directly influences your mental health, cognitive function, stress levels, and emotional well-being. Buddhist practitioners observed this connection centuries ago, noting that digestive health and mental clarity were intimately linked. Fermented foods are nature's most potent source of beneficial probiotics, the living microorganisms that colonize your gut and provide health benefits. When you consume fermented foods, you're introducing billions of these beneficial bacteria into your digestive system, where they can establish themselves, multiply, and begin their healing work. Unlike probiotic supplements, which often contain just a few strains of bacteria in limited quantities, fermented foods provide diverse communities of beneficial microorganisms along with the nutrients and compounds that help them thrive. Let's explore the specific fermented foods that offer the most significant health benefits and how to incorporate them into your morning routine. Plain, unsweetened yogurt is one of the most accessible fermented foods. It's made by fermenting milk with beneficial bacteria, primarily lactobacillus and bifidobacterium species. These bacteria break down lactose, making yogurt easier to digest than milk, even for many people with lactose intolerance. Quality matters enormously with yogurt. Choose plain, unsweetened varieties with live active cultures. Flavored yogurts typically contain shocking amounts of added sugar, which feeds harmful gut bacteria and negates many of yogurt's benefits. Greek yogurt provides higher protein content, which is beneficial for satiety and muscle health. If you're dairy-free, many plant-based yogurts made from coconut, almond, or soy milk contain beneficial probiotics, though you should verify that they include live active cultures. The probiotics in yogurt have been extensively studied. Research shows they can reduce the duration and severity of diarrhea, alleviate symptoms of irritable bowel syndrome, enhance immune function, improve lactose digestion, and support the maintenance of a healthy gut barrier that prevents harmful substances from entering your bloodstream. Kimchi, a traditional Korean fermented vegetable dish, is a probiotic powerhouse made primarily from napa cabbage, radishes, garlic, ginger, and chili peppers. Kimchi undergoes fermentation that creates an incredibly diverse community of beneficial bacteria. Studies have identified over 900 different bacterial species in kimchi, far exceeding the diversity found in most probiotic supplements. Beyond its probiotic content, kimchi is rich in vitamins, minerals, and fiber from the vegetables, and it contains bioactive compounds created during fermentation that have anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and even anti-cancer properties. Research has shown that regular kimchi consumption can improve cholesterol levels, support weight management, enhance immune function, and reduce inflammation throughout the body. The spiciness of kimchi comes from chili peppers, which contain capsaicin, a compound that boosts metabolism, reduces inflammation, and has pain-relieving properties. If you're not accustomed to spicy foods, start with milder varieties and gradually increase as your tolerance builds. Your taste buds will adapt, and many people find they come to crave kimchi's complex, tangy, spicy flavor profile. Miso is a traditional Japanese seasoning made by fermenting soybeans with salt and a type of fungus called koji. The fermentation process can take months or even years, creating a rich, savory paste packed with beneficial bacteria, enzymes, and nutrients. Miso has been a staple in Japanese monasteries for over 1,000 years, valued for its ability to sustain health and support meditation practice. Miso is incredibly nutritious, providing protein, B vitamins, vitamin K, manganese, copper, and numerous other minerals. The fermentation process breaks down the soybeans' proteins into amino acids and increases the bioavailability of minerals, making them easier for your body to absorb. The enzymes created during fermentation support your digestive processes, helping you break down and assimilate nutrients from all the foods you eat. Research on miso has revealed impressive health benefits. Studies show that regular miso consumption is associated with reduced risk of breast cancer, stomach cancer, and cardiovascular disease. The isoflavones in fermented soy have been shown to support hormonal balance, bone health, and cardiovascular function. Japanese population studies have found that people who consume miso soup regularly have lower blood pressure and reduced risk of heart disease, even though miso contains salt. Now let's discuss how to incorporate these fermented foods into your morning routine effectively. The key is consistency and variety. Your gut thrives on diversity, so rotating between different fermented foods provides the broadest spectrum of beneficial bacteria. For yogurt, start your breakfast with a bowl containing plain yogurt, topped with the fresh fruits, nuts, and seeds you've already added to your oatmeal. Berries pair particularly well with yogurt, and their fiber acts as prebiotics, feeding your beneficial gut bacteria. A tablespoon of ground flax seeds adds omega-3 fatty acids and additional fiber. This combination provides probiotics, prebiotics, protein, healthy fats, and antioxidants in a single delicious bowl. Kimchi might seem like an unusual breakfast food if you're not familiar with Korean cuisine, but many cultures eat fermented vegetables in the morning. You can enjoy a small portion of kimchi, about a quarter to half cup, alongside your other breakfast foods. Some people create savory breakfast bowls combining quinoa or rice, vegetables, a fried egg, and kimchi. This provides a nutrient-dense, satisfying meal that supports gut health beautifully. Miso is traditionally consumed as a morning soup in Japan, and this practice offers tremendous health benefits. Making miso soup is simple. Heat water until it's hot but not boiling. Boiling destroys the beneficial bacteria and enzymes in miso. Add about 1 tablespoon of miso paste per cup of water and stir until dissolved. You can add ingredients like tofu, seaweed, green onions, or mushrooms for additional nutrition. This warm, savory soup is comforting and deeply nourishing, providing hydration, probiotics, and minerals to start your day. If you're new to fermented foods, start gradually. Introduce one fermented food at a time, beginning with small portions. Some people experience temporary digestive changes when they first start consuming probiotics as their gut microbiome adjusts. This is normal and usually resolves within a few days to a week. Starting slowly allows your system to adapt comfortably. The scientific research on fermented foods and gut health is exploding, revealing connections that validate ancient Buddhist wisdom. The gut-brain axis research is particularly fascinating. Scientists have discovered that your gut bacteria produce neurotransmitters, the chemical messengers that regulate mood and cognition. About 90% of your body's serotonin, the neurotransmitter associated with happiness and well-being, is produced in your gut, not your brain. Studies have shown that improving gut health through probiotic-rich fermented foods can reduce symptoms of depression and anxiety, improve stress resilience, enhance cognitive function and memory, support better sleep quality, and increase overall emotional well-being. One groundbreaking study found that people who consumed fermented foods regularly showed reduced social anxiety and neuroticism compared to those who didn't. The immune system benefits are equally impressive. Approximately 70 to 80% of your immune system resides in your gut. The beneficial bacteria from fermented foods train your immune system, helping it distinguish between harmful invaders and harmless substances. This reduces both infections and inappropriate immune responses like allergies and autoimmune reactions. Research published in leading medical journals has demonstrated that regular consumption of fermented foods can reduce the frequency and duration of respiratory infections, decrease the severity of allergic reactions, support faster recovery from illness, reduce inflammation throughout the body, and potentially lower the risk of certain cancers. Buddhist monks observed that maintaining digestive health was fundamental to overall well-being, and they were absolutely right. When your gut is healthy, populated with beneficial bacteria from fermented foods, everything else functions better. Your energy levels increase because you're absorbing nutrients more efficiently. Your skin clears because you're eliminating toxins effectively. Your mood stabilizes because your gut is producing adequate neurotransmitters. Your immunity strengthens because your gut bacteria are training your immune system properly. The mental health benefits deserve special emphasis because they're so profound, yet often overlooked. Modern research has revealed that many cases of depression and anxiety have roots in gut dysfunction. When your gut microbiome is imbalanced, dominated by harmful bacteria instead of beneficial ones, it triggers inflammation that affects your brain function. It also results in reduced production of mood-regulating neurotransmitters. Incorporating fermented foods into your daily routine is one of the most effective ways to support mental health naturally. While these foods certainly aren't a replacement for professional mental health treatment when needed, they can be a powerful complementary approach that addresses one of the root causes of mood disorders. Many people report significant improvements in their mental and emotional well-being within weeks of regularly consuming fermented foods. If you're finding value in these ancient food wisdom practices, share this video with anyone you know who's struggling with digestive issues, immune problems, or even mental health challenges. These simple dietary changes have the power to transform lives, and spreading this knowledge is an act of compassion that can help countless people discover natural paths to healing. As you incorporate fermented foods into your morning routine, pay attention to how you feel, not just physically but mentally and emotionally. Notice your energy levels, your mood stability, your mental clarity, and your overall sense of well-being. The changes might be subtle at first, but over time, as your gut microbiome transforms, you'll likely experience significant improvements that ripple through every aspect of your health. This is the power of working with your body's natural systems rather than against them, exactly as Buddhist healing wisdom has taught for centuries. Food number 5, nuts and seeds. The fifth powerful food that Buddhist wisdom offers us is a category that has sustained monks and practitioners for millennia: nuts and seeds. In Buddhist monasteries, these small but mighty foods were treated with deep respect, not merely as snacks but as concentrated sources of life force and energy. Monks understood that within each tiny nut or seed lies the potential for an entire tree or plant, and this concentrated life energy translates directly into nourishment for human health. The Buddhist practice of mindful snacking is fundamentally different from how most modern people approach eating between meals. In our fast-paced world, snacking often means grabbing processed foods loaded with sugar, salt, and artificial ingredients, eating mindlessly while distracted by screens or work. Buddhist monks approached eating with intention and awareness, selecting foods that truly nourished rather than simply filled the stomach or satisfied cravings. Nuts and seeds exemplify mindful snacking perfectly. They require you to slow down, to chew thoroughly, and to appreciate each bite. You cannot rush through eating nuts and seeds the way you might gulp down a processed snack. This forced mindfulness enhances satisfaction, improves digestion, and helps you recognize when you've had enough, preventing the overeating that plagues so many people. Let's explore the extraordinary nutritional profile of nuts and seeds and understand why they deserve a central place in your morning routine. These foods are nutritional powerhouses, packed with healthy fats, high-quality protein, fiber, vitamins, minerals, and beneficial plant compounds. Despite being calorie-dense, research consistently shows that people who regularly consume nuts and seeds tend to be healthier and leaner than those who don't. The healthy fats in nuts and seeds are particularly valuable. Most contain predominantly monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats, the types that support heart health, reduce inflammation, and promote optimal brain function. Walnuts stand out for their high omega-3 fatty acid content, specifically alpha-linolenic acid, which your body converts into the long-chain omega-3s that are crucial for brain health, cardiovascular function, and reducing inflammation throughout your body. Omega-3 fatty acids are essential nutrients that most people don't consume in adequate amounts. These fats are fundamental components of cell membranes throughout your body, but they're particularly concentrated in your brain. Your brain is nearly 60% fat by weight, and omega-3s are critical for maintaining the fluidity and function of brain cell membranes. When you consume adequate omega-3s from sources like walnuts, flax seeds, and chia seeds, you're literally providing the building blocks your brain needs to function optimally. Research has shown that omega-3 fatty acids improve memory and cognitive function, reduce the risk of depression and anxiety, support healthy brain aging and may prevent dementia, reduce inflammation that contributes to chronic diseases, and support cardiovascular health by improving cholesterol levels and reducing blood pressure. The protein in nuts and seeds is another significant benefit. Unlike animal proteins, which often come packaged with saturated fats and cholesterol, the protein in nuts and seeds comes with fiber, healthy fats, vitamins, and minerals. This makes them an ideal protein source for sustained energy, without the health drawbacks associated with excessive animal protein consumption. Buddhist monks, who often followed vegetarian diets, relied heavily on nuts and seeds to meet their protein needs. Each variety of nut and seed offers unique benefits, and Buddhist wisdom emphasizes diversity in diet. Let's explore the most beneficial options and what makes each one special. Walnuts are brain-shaped for a reason. As ancient healers noted, they're exceptionally beneficial for brain health. They contain the highest levels of omega-3 fatty acids among tree nuts, along with powerful antioxidants that protect brain cells from oxidative damage. Studies have shown that regular walnut consumption improves memory, enhances learning ability, reduces anxiety and depression symptoms, and may slow cognitive decline in aging. One remarkable study found that older adults who consumed walnuts daily showed significant improvements in memory and cognitive function compared to those who didn't. Just a handful of walnuts daily can make a measurable difference in your brain health and mental performance. Almonds are exceptionally rich in vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that protects cells throughout your body from damage. They're also high in magnesium, a mineral that many people are deficient in. Magnesium is crucial for over 300 biochemical reactions in your body, including energy production, muscle and nerve function, blood sugar regulation, and blood pressure control. The healthy fats in almonds have been shown to lower LDL cholesterol while maintaining or even raising HDL cholesterol, the beneficial type. Research has demonstrated that regular almond consumption can reduce heart disease risk, support healthy weight management despite being calorie-dense, improve blood sugar control and reduce diabetes risk, enhance gut health by feeding beneficial bacteria, and provide sustained energy without blood sugar spikes. Brazil nuts deserve special mention for their exceptionally high selenium content. Just 1 to 2 Brazil nuts provides your entire daily selenium requirement. Selenium is a trace mineral that's essential for thyroid function, immune health, reproduction, and protecting your body from oxidative stress. Many people are deficient in selenium, particularly those who live in regions where soil selenium levels are low. Including a couple of Brazil nuts in your morning routine is an easy way to ensure adequate selenium intake. Chia seeds are remarkable for their ability to absorb up to 12 times their weight in water, forming a gel-like substance. This property makes them incredibly satiating and beneficial for digestive health. The gel they form slows down the digestion of carbohydrates, preventing blood sugar spikes and providing sustained energy. Chia seeds are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, fiber, protein, calcium, and antioxidants. Buddhist practitioners appreciated chia seeds for their ability to sustain energy during long periods of meditation or physical work. Modern research validates this ancient wisdom, showing that chia seeds enhance endurance, reduce inflammation, support bone health, promote healthy digestion, and help maintain stable blood sugar levels. Flax seeds are another omega-3 powerhouse and the richest dietary source of lignans, plant compounds that have antioxidant and estrogen-like properties. Research suggests that lignans may reduce the risk of hormone-related cancers, improve cardiovascular health, and support hormonal balance. However, flax seeds must be ground to be digestible. Whole flax seeds will pass through your digestive system intact, providing fiber but not releasing their beneficial oils and nutrients. You can purchase ground flax seeds or grind whole seeds yourself using a coffee grinder. Store ground flax seeds in the refrigerator or freezer to prevent the oils from going rancid. Add 1 to 2 tablespoons to your oatmeal, yogurt, or smoothies for an excellent boost of omega-3s, fiber, and lignans. Pumpkin seeds, also called pepitas, are rich in magnesium, zinc, and healthy fats. Zinc is crucial for immune function, wound healing, and cell growth. Many people, particularly vegetarians and older adults, don't consume adequate zinc. Pumpkin seeds are one of the best plant sources of this essential mineral. They're also rich in antioxidants and have been shown to support prostate health, improve sleep quality, enhance heart health, and reduce inflammation. Sunflower seeds are loaded with vitamin E, selenium, copper, and B vitamins. They're particularly rich in phytosterols, plant compounds that have a similar structure to cholesterol and can help reduce blood cholesterol levels. Research has shown that regular sunflower seed consumption can lower cholesterol, reduce inflammation, support healthy blood sugar levels, and provide antioxidant protection. Now let's discuss how to incorporate nuts and seeds into your morning routine effectively. The simplest approach is to add them to foods you're already eating. Sprinkle a tablespoon of ground flax seeds and a tablespoon of chia seeds on your oatmeal. Add a handful of mixed nuts to your yogurt. Blend nuts and seeds into your morning smoothie for creaminess and sustained energy. You can also create a customized morning nut and seed mix. Combine walnuts, almonds, pumpkin seeds, and sunflower seeds in a container. Each morning measure out a small handful, about 1 ounce or roughly a quarter cup. Eat them mindfully, chewing each bite thoroughly and appreciating the flavors and textures. This practice of mindful eating not only enhances satisfaction, but also improves digestion and nutrient absorption. Portion control is important with nuts and seeds because they're calorie-dense. However, don't let this concern prevent you from including them in your diet. The calories in nuts and seeds come packaged with so much nutrition and satiety that they actually support healthy weight management. Studies consistently show that people who regularly eat nuts and seeds don't gain weight and often weigh less than people who avoid them. The key is eating them mindfully rather than mindlessly. When you eat nuts and seeds with awareness, paying attention to each bite, you naturally eat an appropriate amount. It's when we eat unconsciously, perhaps while watching television or working, that we tend to overconsume. Buddhist mindfulness practice applied to eating prevents this problem naturally. Preparation methods matter. Raw or dry roasted nuts and seeds without added oils are best. Avoid varieties that are heavily salted, honey roasted, or covered in flavorings. These additions negate many of the health benefits and encourage overconsumption. Some people prefer to soak nuts and seeds overnight, which can improve digestibility and nutrient absorption by neutralizing enzyme inhibitors and phytic acid. If you soak your nuts and seeds, rinse them thoroughly and either use them immediately or dry them completely before storing. Wet nuts and seeds can develop mold quickly. Store all nuts and seeds in airtight containers in a cool, dark place or refrigerate them to extend their shelf life. The healthy fats in nuts and seeds can go rancid when exposed to heat, light and air, so proper storage preserves their nutritional value and flavor. The research supporting regular nut and seed consumption is overwhelming. Large population studies have found that people who eat nuts regularly have significantly lower risks of heart disease, diabetes, certain cancers, and overall mortality. One study following over 100,000 people for 30 years found that those who ate nuts daily lived longer and had lower rates of chronic disease than those who rarely ate nuts. The anti-inflammatory effects of nuts and seeds are particularly significant. Chronic inflammation is the root cause of most modern diseases, and the healthy fats, antioxidants, and other beneficial compounds in nuts and seeds actively reduce inflammatory markers in your body. Over time, this inflammation reduction translates into lower disease risk and better overall health. For brain health specifically, the evidence is compelling. Multiple studies have shown that regular nut consumption is associated with better cognitive function, slower cognitive decline with aging, and reduced risk of neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. The omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin E, antioxidants, and other nutrients in nuts and seeds provide comprehensive support for brain health throughout your lifespan. Buddhist monks understood that the foods providing sustained energy without heaviness or sluggishness were most conducive to mental clarity and spiritual practice. Nuts and seeds perfectly fit this description. They provide steady, long-lasting energy that doesn't cause the crashes associated with sugary or refined foods. This sustained energy supports mental focus, physical stamina, and emotional stability throughout your day. As you incorporate nuts and seeds into your morning routine, notice how they affect your energy levels, hunger patterns, and overall well-being. Many people find that adding nuts and seeds to breakfast keeps them satisfied until lunch, eliminating mid-morning energy crashes and cravings. This is the power of nutrient-dense whole foods working with your body's natural systems, providing what you truly need rather than empty calories that leave you unsatisfied and craving more. Food number 6. Green leafy vegetables or green smoothie. The sixth powerful food that can revolutionize your health is one that Buddhist monks have prioritized for thousands of years: green leafy vegetables. In monastery gardens throughout Asia, greens were cultivated with care and reverence, recognized as some of the most healing and life-giving foods available. Buddhist dietary principles consistently emphasize the importance of greens, viewing them as essential for maintaining physical vitality, mental clarity, and spiritual balance. There's profound wisdom in the Buddhist focus on green foods. The vibrant green color in vegetables comes from chlorophyll, often called the blood of plants. This remarkable molecule has a structure strikingly similar to hemoglobin, the molecule in your blood that carries oxygen. Ancient healers observed that consuming green plants seemed to vitalize the blood and enhance overall energy, and modern science has confirmed these observations through detailed understanding of chlorophyll's effects on human health. Chlorophyll is one of nature's most powerful detoxifiers. It binds to toxic metals and chemicals in your body, facilitating their elimination through your digestive system. In our modern world, we're constantly exposed to environmental toxins from air pollution, water contamination, pesticides, and countless chemicals in our food and surroundings. These toxins accumulate in our tissues over time, contributing to inflammation, cellular damage, and chronic disease. Consuming chlorophyll-rich greens daily gives your body the tools it needs to continuously cleanse itself of these harmful substances. Research has shown that chlorophyll supports liver function, the primary organ responsible for detoxification. It promotes the production of enzymes that neutralize toxins, enhances the elimination of waste products, protects cells from oxidative damage, reduces inflammation throughout the body, and supports healthy digestive function. This detoxification isn't dramatic or uncomfortable like harsh cleanse programs. It's a gentle, continuous process that occurs naturally when you consistently provide your body with chlorophyll-rich foods. Green leafy vegetables are among the most nutrient-dense foods on Earth. Nutrient density refers to the amount of beneficial nutrients per calorie, and greens score extraordinarily high on this measure. They provide vitamins A, C, E, and K in abundance, numerous B vitamins including folate, minerals like calcium, magnesium, iron, and potassium, fiber for digestive and metabolic health, and countless beneficial plant compounds with antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. All of this nutrition comes with minimal calories, making greens ideal for anyone seeking to improve their health or manage their weight. Let's explore specific greens and their unique benefits. Spinach is exceptionally rich in iron, which is crucial for oxygen transport in your blood, and folate, which supports cell growth and is particularly important during pregnancy. It contains lutein and zeaxanthin, antioxidants that protect your eyes from age-related degeneration. Spinach is also rich in nitrates, natural compounds that improve blood flow, lower blood pressure, and enhance exercise performance. Kale has become famous as a superfood, and deservedly so. It's loaded with vitamins A, C, and K, with a single cup providing more than your daily requirement of all three. It contains powerful antioxidants including quercetin and kaempferol, which have been extensively studied for their anti-inflammatory, heart-protective, and potentially anti-cancer effects. Kale is also rich in calcium, making it an excellent choice for bone health, particularly for people who don't consume dairy. Swiss chard is distinctive for its colorful stems and provides exceptional amounts of vitamins K, A, and C. It's particularly rich in magnesium, a mineral involved in hundreds of biochemical reactions in your body. Many people are deficient in magnesium, contributing to problems like muscle cramps, anxiety, poor sleep, and irregular heartbeats. Including Swiss chard regularly can significantly improve your magnesium status. Collard greens are traditional in many cuisines and offer remarkable nutritional benefits. They're extremely rich in calcium, providing more per serving than many dairy products. They contain glucosinolates, sulfur-containing compounds that have been shown to support detoxification and may have anti-cancer properties. Collard greens are also excellent sources of fiber, supporting digestive health and helping maintain stable blood sugar levels. Arugula has a distinctive peppery flavor and is rich in nitrates that support cardiovascular health. It's particularly high in glucosinolates, especially arusin, which has demonstrated anti-cancer properties in research studies. Despite its strong flavor, arugula is mild compared to some greens and can be an excellent choice for people new to eating more vegetables. Now let's discuss the practical challenge many people face. They know greens are healthy, but struggle to consume them regularly, particularly in the morning. This is where green smoothies become invaluable. A green smoothie allows you to consume a significant quantity of nutrient-dense greens in a form that's quick, convenient, and surprisingly delicious. The key to creating a green smoothie that you'll actually enjoy drinking every day is balancing the greens with other ingredients that provide natural sweetness and pleasant flavors. Here's a basic formula that works beautifully. Start with a base of 1 to 2 cups of leafy greens. If you're new to green smoothies, begin with milder greens like spinach or romaine lettuce. As your taste adapts, you can incorporate stronger flavored greens like kale or Swiss chard. Add 1 to 2 cups of liquid. Water works, but you can also use unsweetened plant-based milk like almond or oat milk for creaminess. Coconut water adds natural electrolytes and subtle sweetness. Green tea can serve as your liquid base, adding beneficial antioxidants and a gentle energy boost without the jitters of coffee. Include 1 or 2 servings of fruit for natural sweetness. Frozen banana is excellent because it creates a creamy, milkshake-like texture while providing potassium and fiber. Berries add powerful antioxidants with less sugar than tropical fruits. Mango and pineapple provide sweetness and tropical flavors that mask the taste of greens effectively. Apples add fiber and natural sweetness. The fruit transforms your smoothie from something you endure for health benefits into something you genuinely enjoy. Add healthy fats and protein to make your smoothie truly satisfying and provide sustained energy. Include 1 tablespoon of nut butter like almond or cashew butter, 1/4 of an avocado for creaminess and healthy fats, 1 tablespoon of chia or flax seeds for omega-3s and fiber, or a scoop of plant-based protein powder if you need additional protein. Optional additions can further enhance nutrition and flavor. Fresh ginger adds a warming zing and provides anti-inflammatory benefits. Turmeric contributes powerful anti-inflammatory compounds, particularly when combined with a pinch of black pepper for enhanced absorption. Cinnamon adds natural sweetness without sugar and helps regulate blood sugar. Fresh mint or basil can add refreshing herbal notes. A squeeze of lemon brightens flavors and adds vitamin C. Here's a specific recipe that works beautifully for beginners. Combine 2 cups of fresh spinach, 1 frozen banana, 1 cup of frozen berries, 1 tablespoon of almond butter, 1 tablespoon of ground flax seeds, 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk, and a squeeze of lemon juice. Blend until completely smooth. This creates a delicious, nutritious smoothie that provides greens, fruit, healthy fats, fiber, and sustained energy. As you become comfortable with green smoothies, experiment with different combinations. Try 2 cups of kale, 1 cup of frozen mango, half an avocado, 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, a small piece of fresh ginger, and coconut water. Or blend 2 cups of mixed greens, 1 apple, 1 cup of frozen pineapple, 1 tablespoon of cashew butter, and green tea. The beauty of smoothies is their infinite customization. You can adjust ingredients based on what you have available, your taste preferences, and your specific nutritional goals. The essential principle is always including greens as your foundation and balancing them with ingredients that make the smoothie enjoyable to drink. For people who struggle with the taste of greens, several strategies can help. First, start with small amounts and gradually increase. Begin with just a handful of mild spinach and slowly build up to larger quantities and stronger greens as your palate adapts. Second, ensure your smoothie is cold, which mutes the bitter notes that some people find objectionable in greens. Use frozen fruit and consider adding ice. Third, blend thoroughly. A high-powered blender creates a completely smooth texture without any leafy bits, making the smoothie much more pleasant to drink. Fourth, drink your smoothie fresh. Oxidation begins immediately after blending, gradually degrading nutrients and intensifying bitter flavors. For maximum nutrition and palatability, consume your smoothie within 15 to 20 minutes of making it. If you absolutely must prepare it ahead, store it in an airtight container filled to the top to minimize air exposure and keep it refrigerated. The research supporting regular consumption of green leafy vegetables is extraordinary and continues to grow. Population studies consistently show that people who consume greens daily have significantly lower rates of virtually every chronic disease. One comprehensive study following over 100,000 people found that each daily serving of leafy greens was associated with a 16% lower risk of type 2 diabetes. Research on cardiovascular health has shown that regular greens consumption lowers blood pressure, reduces atherosclerosis and arterial stiffness, improves cholesterol profiles, reduces inflammation in blood vessels, and significantly lowers the risk of heart attacks and strokes. One study found that people who consumed the most leafy greens had a 26% lower risk of cardiovascular disease compared to those who consumed the least. The longevity research is perhaps most compelling. Studies of populations around the world that live the longest and healthiest lives, the so-called blue zones, consistently show that these populations consume abundant plant foods, particularly leafy greens. Research has found that people who eat leafy greens daily live longer on average than those who don't, and they experience better health quality in their later years. For brain health specifically, the evidence is remarkable. A study published in the journal Neurology followed over 900 older adults for 5 years. Those who consumed 1 to 2 servings of leafy greens daily had cognitive abilities of someone 11 years younger compared to those who rarely consumed greens. The researchers concluded that adding a daily serving of leafy greens to your diet is one of the simplest, most effective ways to protect against cognitive decline. The cancer prevention research is also significant. The beneficial compounds in leafy greens, particularly glucosinolates, indoles, and various antioxidants, have been shown to protect cells from DNA damage, slow tumor growth, induce cancer cell death, and prevent the formation of new blood vessels that tumors need to grow. While no food can guarantee cancer prevention, regular consumption of leafy greens significantly reduces risk across multiple cancer types. Buddhist dietary wisdom emphasizes that the foods closest to their natural state, minimally processed and prepared simply, offer the greatest healing power. Green leafy vegetables embody this principle perfectly, whether you eat them in salads, lightly steamed as a side dish, blended into smoothies, or added to other dishes. You're consuming food in a form very close to how nature created it, with all its life force and healing properties intact. As you incorporate more greens into your morning routine through smoothies or other preparations, pay attention to how your body responds. Many people notice increased energy within days, not the jittery, artificial energy from stimulants, but a clean, sustained vitality that comes from deeply nourishing your cells. You might observe improved digestion, clearer skin, better mental focus, more stable moods, and an overall sense of well-being that's hard to quantify but impossible to ignore. This is your body thanking you for finally giving it the nutrient-dense food it needs to function optimally. This is what natural healing looks like. Not dramatic overnight transformations, but gradual, sustainable improvements that accumulate over time into profound changes in your health and quality of life. Green leafy vegetables offer this gift freely to anyone willing to make them a regular part of their diet. Food number 7. Fresh seasonal fruits. The seventh and final powerful food that completes this healing system is one that nature provides with perfect timing and wisdom: fresh seasonal fruits. In Buddhist philosophy, there's a profound teaching about living in harmony with nature's rhythms, and eating seasonally is a fundamental expression of this principle. Buddhist monks observed that fruits ripening at different times of the year provided exactly what the body needed during those specific seasons, a perfect synchronization between nature's offerings and human health requirements. This isn't coincidental or mystical, it's the result of millions of years of coevolution between plants and the humans who consume them. Fruits evolved their nutritional profiles, flavors, and ripening times in response to environmental conditions and the needs of the animals that would disperse their seeds. When we eat fruits in season, we're tapping into this ancient wisdom encoded in nature itself, receiving nutrition that's optimally suited to our current environmental conditions and health needs. The Buddhist principle of eating with the seasons recognizes that our body's needs change throughout the year. In summer, when temperatures soar and we perspire more, nature provides water-rich fruits like watermelon, cantaloupe, and berries that hydrate and cool us. In winter, when we need more concentrated energy and immune support, nature offers citrus fruits packed with vitamin C and other protective compounds. In spring, as we emerge from winter, lighter fruits help cleanse and rejuvenate our systems. In autumn, as we prepare for colder months, heartier fruits provide sustained nutrition. Seasonal eating also ensures that you're consuming fruits at their peak nutritional value. Fruits that ripen naturally on the plant, harvested at the right moment and consumed shortly after, contain significantly higher levels of vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and beneficial plant compounds compared to fruits picked unripe, shipped long distances, and stored for extended periods. The difference in both nutritional content and flavor is remarkable and noticeable. Let's explore the powerful compounds that make fruits such valuable healing foods. Antioxidants are perhaps the most celebrated components of fruit. These molecules neutralize free radicals, unstable compounds that damage cells, accelerate aging, and contribute to virtually every chronic disease. The vibrant colors in fruits, reds, purples, oranges, yellows, indicate the presence of specific antioxidants. Berries are particularly rich in anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that protect brain cells, support cardiovascular health, and may prevent certain cancers. Citrus fruits provide exceptional amounts of vitamin C, one of the most important nutrients for immune function, collagen production, wound healing, and protecting cells from oxidative damage. Tropical fruits like papaya and mango contain enzymes that aid digestion, along with beta-carotene that your body converts to vitamin A, essential for vision, immune function, and skin health. Apples and pears provide both soluble and insoluble fiber that supports digestive health, feeds beneficial gut bacteria, and helps regulate blood sugar and cholesterol levels. The natural sugars in fruit are fundamentally different from refined sugars or high-fructose corn syrup added to processed foods. Fruit sugars come packaged with fiber, which slows their absorption and prevents blood sugar spikes. They come with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that support metabolic health. The water content in fruit creates a sense of fullness and satisfaction that refined sugars never provide. Research consistently shows that whole fruit consumption is associated with reduced diabetes risk, while sugary beverages and processed foods increase risk dramatically. Buddhist healing traditions recognize that different fruits possess different energetic properties and therapeutic effects. This concept of food energetics, found in traditional medicine systems worldwide, observes that foods have qualities beyond their measurable nutrients, qualities that affect the body in specific ways. Modern science is beginning to validate these traditional observations through research on bioactive compounds and their effects on human physiology. Certain fruits are particularly beneficial for specific health conditions. Berries, especially blueberries and strawberries, are exceptional for brain health and cognitive function. Research has shown they improve memory, slow age-related cognitive decline, and may reduce the risk of neurodegenerative diseases. The anthocyanins in berries cross the blood-brain barrier and accumulate in brain regions involved in learning and memory, where they protect neurons from damage and enhance communication between brain cells. Pomegranates are remarkable for cardiovascular health. They contain compounds called punicalagins that are powerful antioxidants, significantly more potent than those found in green tea or red wine. Studies have shown that pomegranate juice reduces blood pressure, improves cholesterol levels, decreases atherosclerosis, and enhances blood flow. The anti-inflammatory effects of pomegranates extend throughout the body, potentially reducing the risk of various chronic diseases. Citrus fruits are invaluable for immune support, particularly during cold and flu season. Beyond their high vitamin C content, they contain flavonoids like hesperidin and naringenin that have anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. Regular citrus consumption has been associated with reduced respiratory infection frequency, faster recovery when illness does occur, and improved overall immune function. Papaya is exceptional for digestive health. It contains papain, a proteolytic enzyme that helps break down proteins and improve digestion. People who struggle with digestive discomfort, bloating, or constipation often find significant relief by incorporating papaya into their diet. Papaya is also rich in vitamins A and C, folate, and fiber, making it a nutritionally complete fruit that supports multiple aspects of health. Apples deserve their reputation captured in the saying, "An apple a day keeps the doctor away." They're rich in pectin, a type of soluble fiber that feeds beneficial gut bacteria, lowers cholesterol, and improves blood sugar control. Apples contain quercetin, an antioxidant that has anti-inflammatory, antihistamine, and potentially anti-cancer properties. Studies have linked regular apple consumption with reduced risk of heart disease, diabetes, and certain cancers. Bananas provide quick energy from natural sugars, along with potassium, which is crucial for heart health, muscle function, and blood pressure regulation. They contain resistant starch, especially when slightly green, which acts as a prebiotic, feeding beneficial gut bacteria. Bananas are also rich in vitamin B6, which supports brain health and helps produce neurotransmitters that regulate mood. Choosing the right fruits requires attention to seasonality, quality, and your body's individual needs. Buddhist wisdom teaches us to observe how different foods affect our unique constitution. Pay attention to how various fruits make you feel. Some people thrive on water-rich, cooling fruits like melons and citrus, while others feel better with denser fruits like bananas and dates. Trust your body's signals and adjust your fruit choices accordingly. When selecting fruits, choose organic when possible, especially for items on the dirty dozen list of fruits with the highest pesticide residues, including strawberries, apples, grapes, and peaches. If organic isn't accessible or affordable, don't let that prevent you from eating fruit. The benefits of fruit consumption far outweigh the risks from pesticide residues, and thoroughly washing conventional fruit removes much of the surface contamination. Look for fruits at their peak ripeness. Unripe fruits lack the full complement of nutrients and beneficial compounds that develop during ripening. Overripe fruits have begun degrading and losing nutritional value. Learn to recognize signs of optimal ripeness for different fruits, yielding slightly to gentle pressure for stone fruits, fragrant aroma for melons, vibrant color for berries, and firm texture with some give for apples and pears. The concept of mindful fruit consumption is central to Buddhist dietary practice. In our modern world, we often eat fruit mindlessly, perhaps grabbing a piece while rushing out the door or snacking while distracted. Buddhist monks approached fruit eating as a meditation, an opportunity to practice presence and gratitude. When you eat fruit mindfully, Take time to observe its appearance, appreciating the colors, shape, and unique characteristics. Notice the texture as you hold it, the weight in your hand, the feel of the skin. As you take the first bite, pay attention to the explosion of flavors, the sweetness, any tartness or complexity. Notice the texture, whether it's crisp, soft, juicy, or fibrous. Chew slowly and thoroughly, allowing the fruit to release all its flavors and giving your digestive system time to prepare for absorption. This mindful approach transforms fruit eating from a mundane activity into a practice that nourishes not just your body but your mind and spirit. You'll find that you derive more satisfaction from less fruit when you eat it with full awareness. You'll notice subtle flavors and qualities that you previously missed. Most importantly, you'll develop a genuine appreciation for the remarkable gift that each fruit represents, the culmination of months of growth, the perfect balance of nutrients nature provides. Timing matters when consuming fruit. Buddhist dietary wisdom generally recommends eating fruit on an empty stomach or at least 30 minutes before meals. Fruit digests quickly, and when eaten after heavy foods that digest slowly, it can ferment in the stomach, causing gas, bloating, and discomfort. Eating fruit first thing in the morning, after your warm lemon water and before heavier breakfast foods, allows it to pass through your stomach quickly and deliver its nutrients efficiently. Some people find that fruit in the morning provides an excellent energy boost and mental clarity. Others notice that fruit alone doesn't provide enough sustained energy and prefer combining it with protein and healthy fats like nuts or yogurt. Listen to your body and experiment to discover what works best for you. There's no single right way that applies to everyone, which is why Buddhist wisdom emphasizes individual observation and adaptation. The variety of fruits you consume matters significantly. Different fruits provide different nutrients and beneficial compounds, so eating a rainbow of fruits ensures comprehensive nutrition. Don't fall into the trap of eating the same 2 or 3 fruits repeatedly. Explore your local farmers' markets and try fruits you've never tasted. Discover seasonal varieties that might only be available for a few weeks each year. This variety not only optimizes nutrition, but also keeps your diet interesting and enjoyable. For people concerned about sugar content in fruit, particularly those managing diabetes or trying to lose weight, focus on lower sugar options like berries, which provide exceptional nutrition with minimal sugar impact. Pair fruit with protein or healthy fats to further moderate blood sugar response. Avoid fruit juices, which remove the fiber and concentrate the sugars, creating a beverage that affects blood sugar much like soda. Research on fruit consumption and health outcomes is overwhelmingly positive. Large population studies consistently show that people who consume whole fruits regularly have lower rates of heart disease, stroke, diabetes, certain cancers, and overall mortality. One comprehensive analysis of multiple studies found that each daily serving of fruit was associated with a 4% lower risk of death from any cause. The cognitive benefits of fruit, particularly berries, are well documented. Studies have shown that regular berry consumption improves memory, enhances learning ability, slows cognitive decline with aging, and may reduce the risk of Alzheimer's disease and other forms of dementia. The mechanisms involve reducing oxidative stress and inflammation in the brain, improving blood flow to brain tissue, and protecting neurons from damage. For cardiovascular health, fruit consumption has been linked to lower blood pressure, improved cholesterol profiles, reduced inflammation, better blood vessel function, and significantly lower risk of heart attacks and strokes. The fiber, potassium, antioxidants, and other beneficial compounds in fruit work synergistically to support heart health through multiple pathways. As you incorporate fresh seasonal fruits into your morning routine, completing this system of 7 healing foods, recognize that you're participating in an ancient tradition of natural healing that has sustained human health for millennia. You're honoring your body by providing it with foods in their most natural, nutrient-dense forms. You're working with nature's rhythms rather than against them, receiving exactly what your body needs at exactly the right time. The cumulative effect of consistently consuming these 7 foods, warm lemon water, oatmeal, ginger tea, fermented foods, nuts and seeds, green vegetables and fresh fruits, creates a foundation for health that's virtually unshakable. These aren't temporary dietary changes or restrictive rules. They're sustainable practices that nourish every cell in your body, support every system, and activate your innate healing capabilities. This is the essence of Buddhist food wisdom: simple, accessible, profound, and transformative. The synergy, combining all 7 foods. Now that we've explored each of these 7 powerful foods individually, let's discuss something truly remarkable: the synergy that occurs when you combine them all into a comprehensive morning routine. Buddhist wisdom has always emphasized holistic approaches, understanding that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Each of these foods is powerful on its own, but when combined strategically, they create a compounding effect that multiplies their individual benefits exponentially. Think of these 7 foods as instruments in an orchestra. Each instrument can create beautiful music alone, but when they play together in harmony, they produce something far more magnificent than any could achieve individually. Your body responds similarly to this combination of foods. The warm lemon water prepares your digestive system, the oatmeal provides sustained energy, the ginger tea reduces inflammation, the fermented foods support your gut microbiome, the nuts and seeds fuel your brain, the greens detoxify and nourish at the cellular level, and the fruits provide quick energy and protective antioxidants. Together, these foods address every major system in your body simultaneously. They support digestive health, cardiovascular function, immune strength, cognitive performance, hormonal balance, detoxification, cellular repair, and metabolic efficiency all at once. This comprehensive approach is what makes Buddhist food wisdom so effective. It doesn't target one problem while ignoring others. It creates conditions where your entire body can heal and thrive. Let's create a sample morning routine that incorporates all 7 foods in a practical, enjoyable way. This routine takes approximately 30 to 45 minutes from start to finish, and it will transform not just your mornings but your entire day and ultimately your life. Upon waking, before doing anything else, prepare and drink your warm lemon water. Squeeze half a fresh lemon into 8 ounces of warm water and sip it slowly over 5 to 10 minutes. Use this time for quiet reflection, gratitude, or simply being present with yourself as your body awakens. After finishing, rinse your mouth with plain water to protect your tooth enamel. While your body absorbs the lemon water, prepare your fresh ginger tea. Slice or grate a thumb-sized piece of ginger, add it to 2 cups of boiling water, reduce heat, and let it simmer for 10 to 15 minutes. You can prepare this the night before and simply reheat it in the morning if time is limited. As it simmers, the warming, spicy aroma fills your kitchen, creating a sensory experience that signals to your body that nourishment is coming. While your ginger tea simmers, begin preparing your oatmeal. Use half a cup of steel-cut or rolled oats and cook them according to package directions, typically with 1 cup of water or unsweetened plant-based milk. As the oatmeal cooks, prepare your toppings, slice some fresh seasonal fruit, measure out a handful of mixed nuts and seeds, and have your fermented food ready, whether that's yogurt, kimchi, or miso. If you're making a green smoothie, this is the time to blend it. Combine 2 cups of leafy greens, a frozen banana, a cup of berries, a tablespoon of nut butter, a tablespoon of ground flax or chia seeds, and your liquid of choice. Blend until completely smooth. The smoothie can serve as a vehicle for multiple foods at once, incorporating your greens, fruits, nuts, and seeds together. Once your oatmeal is ready, assemble your breakfast bowl mindfully. Start with the oatmeal as your base, then add a generous portion of plain yogurt or a small serving of kimchi on the side if you prefer savory flavors. Top with your mixed nuts and seeds, sprinkle on some ground flax and chia, add sliced fresh fruits, and dust with cinnamon. This creates a visually beautiful, nutritionally complete breakfast that contains 5 of your 7 foods: oatmeal, fermented foods, nuts and seeds, and fruits, along with the added benefits of cinnamon. Sit down at a table, away from screens and distractions. Take a moment to appreciate the food before you, recognizing the journey each ingredient took to reach your plate. Eat slowly and mindfully, chewing thoroughly and savoring each bite. As you eat, sip your ginger tea between bites. The warming tea aids digestion and complements the other foods perfectly. If you made a green smoothie, drink it slowly alongside or after your oatmeal bowl, or save it for mid-morning if you prefer spacing out your nutrition. The key is consuming it fresh, within 20 minutes of blending to maximize nutrient retention. The meal timing and sequencing matter more than you might realize. Starting with warm lemon water on an empty stomach allows it to work its cleansing and alkalizing magic without interference. The ginger tea throughout your meal aids digestion and enhances nutrient absorption. The combination of quick digesting fruits with slower digesting oatmeal, nuts and seeds creates a gradual release of energy that sustains you for hours. The fermented foods introduce beneficial bacteria that enhance your digestion of everything else you've consumed. This isn't a rigid protocol that you must follow exactly. Buddhist wisdom emphasizes adaptation to individual needs and circumstances. Your personalized morning ritual might look different based on your schedule, preferences, and unique body requirements. Some days you might not have time for the full routine, and that's perfectly fine. Even incorporating 3 or 4 of these foods provides substantial benefits. Create your personalized version by considering these questions. Which of these foods do you genuinely enjoy? There's no benefit in forcing yourself to eat foods you find unpleasant. Start with what appeals to you and gradually expand. What's your schedule like? If mornings are rushed, focus on the quickest options like warm lemon water, a green smoothie, and a handful of nuts and seeds. You can enjoy oatmeal and other foods on weekends when you have more time. How does your body respond to different foods? Some people thrive on larger breakfasts while others prefer lighter morning meals with more substantial food later. Honor your body's signals. Adjustments for different body types and constitutions are important in Buddhist dietary wisdom. If you tend to run cold and have sluggish digestion, emphasize warming foods like ginger tea and cooked oatmeal while moderating cooling foods like raw fruits and smoothies. If you tend to run hot and have strong digestion, you might benefit from more cooling foods like green smoothies and fresh fruits, while using less ginger and warming spices. For people with very active lifestyles or physical jobs, you might need larger portions, particularly of oatmeal, nuts and seeds, to provide adequate energy. For people with more sedentary lifestyles, smaller portions might be more appropriate. Those managing blood sugar issues should ensure they're pairing fruits with protein and healthy fats to moderate glucose response. The compounding effect of these foods together becomes increasingly powerful over time. In the first few days, you'll likely notice improved energy and better digestion. Within the first week, many people report clearer thinking and more stable moods. After 2 to 3 weeks, the benefits deepen. Inflammation markers in your blood decrease. Your gut microbiome begins shifting toward healthier bacterial populations. Your immune system strengthens, and your body's detoxification systems operate more efficiently. After 1 to 3 months of consistency, the transformation becomes profound. People often report significant improvements in chronic health conditions, substantial increases in energy and vitality, noticeable changes in body composition even without calorie restriction, improved sleep quality, better stress resilience, clearer skin, and an overall sense of well-being that they haven't experienced in years. This is your body healing itself, exactly as Buddhist wisdom promises. You haven't added pharmaceutical interventions or expensive supplements. You've simply provided your body with the high-quality raw materials it needs to perform its natural healing functions. You've removed obstacles by reducing processed foods and adding nutrient-dense whole foods. You've supported every major system simultaneously, creating conditions where health naturally flourishes. The beauty of this approach is its sustainability. These aren't deprivation diets or restrictive protocols that you suffer through temporarily. These are delicious, satisfying foods that you can enjoy for the rest of your life. There's no willpower required because you're not fighting against your body's needs. You're working with your natural biology, providing what it genuinely needs and naturally craving less of what doesn't serve you. As you implement this morning routine, be patient with yourself. Change takes time, and developing new habits requires consistency and self-compassion. Some mornings will flow smoothly, and you'll execute the entire routine perfectly. Other mornings will be chaotic, and you'll manage to incorporate just 2 or 3 of the foods. Both are valuable. Progress, not perfection, is what creates lasting transformation. Remember that this journey is deeply personal. The 7 foods and the principles behind them are universal, backed by both ancient wisdom and modern science. But how you implement them, which variations you choose, and how you adapt the practices to your unique life must be determined by you through observation and experimentation. Buddhist wisdom teaches self-knowledge and personal responsibility for health. Use these tools, trust your body's signals, and create a morning ritual that truly serves you. Scientific validation meets ancient wisdom. One of the most remarkable aspects of Buddhist dietary wisdom is how perfectly it aligns with cutting-edge nutritional science. For thousands of years, Buddhist practitioners maintained these eating practices based on careful observation, intuition, and the accumulated wisdom of generations. Now, modern research equipped with sophisticated technology and rigorous methodology is validating what these ancient healers knew all along. This convergence of ancient wisdom and modern science isn't coincidental. It demonstrates that truth remains consistent, regardless of the methods used to discover it. The scientific research supporting these 7 foods is extensive and continues to grow. Major universities and research institutions worldwide are studying the exact foods and principles that Buddhist monks have practiced for millennia. What they're discovering confirms the profound healing potential of these simple, accessible dietary practices. Studies on lemon water have demonstrated its alkalizing effects on the body, its support for liver function and detoxification, and its role in improving digestion and hydration status. Research published in the Journal of Clinical Biochemistry and Nutrition found that regular lemon water consumption significantly improved markers of liver health and reduced oxidative stress. Another study showed that the citric acid in lemons enhances mineral absorption, particularly iron, which is crucial for people who rely primarily on plant-based diets. The research on whole grains like oatmeal is overwhelming. Meta-analyses combining data from dozens of studies consistently show that regular whole grain consumption reduces the risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, certain cancers, and premature death from any cause. The beta-glucan fiber in oats, specifically, has been so well studied that health authorities in multiple countries allow health claims about its cholesterol-lowering effects on food labels. This is rare validation from regulatory bodies that typically move very cautiously. Ginger's medicinal properties have been extensively documented in scientific literature. Over 2.0 peer-reviewed studies have examined various aspects of ginger's health effects. Research has confirmed its anti-inflammatory properties are comparable to pharmaceutical drugs. Its effectiveness for nausea surpasses many medications. Its ability to reduce pain is significant and measurable, and its immune-supporting and antimicrobial effects are substantial. One particularly impressive study showed that ginger extract reduced inflammation markers in arthritis patients as effectively as conventional medications, but without the side effects. The explosion of research on the gut microbiome and fermented foods has been revolutionary. Scientists now understand that the trillions of bacteria in our digestive systems influence virtually every aspect of health. Studies on fermented foods have demonstrated their ability to improve gut bacterial diversity, enhance immune function, reduce inflammation, support mental health through the gut-brain axis, and prevent various chronic diseases. Research from Stanford University found that a diet rich in fermented foods significantly reduced inflammation markers and increased microbiome diversity within just 10 weeks. The evidence supporting nuts and seeds is equally compelling. The PREDIMD study, one of the largest nutritional intervention trials ever conducted, found that people who consumed nuts regularly had a 30% lower risk of cardiovascular disease. Studies on omega-3 fatty acids from walnuts and seeds have shown remarkable benefits for brain health, with some research suggesting they can slow cognitive decline and reduce depression risk as effectively as pharmaceutical antidepressants in certain populations. Green leafy vegetables have been studied extensively for their disease prevention properties. The research consistently shows that people who consume greens daily have dramatically lower rates of virtually every chronic disease. One long-term study following over 100 healthcare professionals found that each daily serving of leafy greens was associated with significant reductions in heart disease, stroke, and overall mortality. The mechanisms are clear. The antioxidants, anti-inflammatory compounds, nitrates, vitamins, minerals, and fiber in greens support optimal function of every system in the body. Research on fruit consumption has definitively shown that whole fruits protect against disease, while fruit juices and dried fruits have neutral or even negative effects due to their concentrated sugar content without the moderating influence of fiber. Studies have demonstrated that berry consumption specifically improves cognitive function, slows brain aging, and may prevent neurodegenerative diseases. The antioxidants in berries have been shown to accumulate in brain regions involved in memory and learning, where they protect neurons from damage. Beyond the research on individual foods, studies examining dietary patterns similar to what we've described show remarkable results. Research on populations that consume diets rich in whole plant foods, fermented products, and minimal processed items consistently shows they have longer lifespans, lower disease rates, better cognitive function in old age, and higher quality of life compared to populations eating typical Western diets high in processed foods, refined sugars, and unhealthy fats. Let's look at some real-world success stories that illustrate how these principles transform lives. A 52-year-old woman struggling with type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, and chronic fatigue adopted this morning routine. Within 3 months, her blood sugar levels normalized to the point where her doctor reduced her medication. Her blood pressure dropped significantly, her energy increased dramatically, and she lost 20 pounds without counting calories or feeling deprived. Her doctor, initially skeptical, became so impressed that he now recommends similar dietary changes to other patients. A 45-year-old man dealing with severe digestive issues, including irritable bowel syndrome that had plagued him for over a decade, found relief within 2 weeks of incorporating these 7 foods, particularly the fermented foods and warm lemon water. His symptoms, which had been resistant to multiple medications, improved so dramatically that he was able to discontinue all his digestive medications under his doctor's supervision. He reports that his quality of life has been completely transformed. A 38-year-old woman suffering from anxiety and depression found that consistently following this morning routine significantly improved her mental health. Within 6 weeks, she noticed her mood was more stable, her anxiety attacks decreased in frequency and intensity, and her overall outlook on life improved. While she continued her therapy and didn't discontinue her medications without medical supervision, the dietary changes provided substantial additional benefit that made a real difference in her daily functioning. Medical professionals and nutritionists are increasingly recognizing the value of these traditional dietary practices. Dr. Michael Greger, a physician who extensively reviews nutritional research, emphasizes that the foods we've discussed represent the foundation of an optimal diet. Registered dietitians working in integrative medicine frequently recommend similar approaches, recognizing that food truly is medicine when chosen wisely. Some skeptics might wonder whether the benefits people experience are merely placebo effects, improvements based on belief rather than actual physiological changes. This is a reasonable question that deserves a thoughtful answer. While belief and expectations certainly influence how we feel, and the placebo effect is real and powerful, the benefits of these foods are demonstrably not just psychological. The research validating these foods includes controlled studies where participants don't know which intervention they're receiving, eliminating placebo effects. Blood tests showing improved cholesterol, blood sugar, and inflammation markers represent objective, measurable changes that can't be explained by belief alone. The mechanisms by which these foods work have been identified at the molecular level. We can see how the compounds in these foods interact with cells, genes, and biochemical pathways. That said, the mind-body connection is real, and believing that what you're doing will help you probably does enhance the benefits. Buddhist wisdom has always recognized this connection between mind and body, understanding that treating them as separate entities misses the profound interconnection between physical health and mental state. If adopting these practices with confidence and positive expectation enhances their already substantial physiological benefits, that's wonderful, not something to dismiss or minimize. The bridging of ancient wisdom and modern science represents an exciting development in how we understand health and healing. For too long, Western medicine dismissed traditional practices as superstition or folklore, while some advocates of traditional medicine rejected scientific inquiry as irrelevant to their time-tested approaches. The truth, as is often the case, lies in synthesis rather than opposition. Ancient Buddhist healers developed their dietary wisdom through careful, systematic observation over countless generations. They noticed what worked, what didn't, and gradually refined their understanding. This is actually the essence of the scientific method: observation, hypothesis, testing, and refinement. The tools modern science uses are more sophisticated, but the fundamental approach, learning through systematic observation, is the same. When ancient wisdom and modern science agree, as they do so remarkably with these 7 foods, we can have tremendous confidence in the practices. We benefit from the long-term, real-world validation that comes from millions of people practicing these approaches over thousands of years, and we gain insight into the specific mechanisms and compounds that make them effective through scientific analysis. This combination provides both practical confidence and intellectual understanding, a powerful foundation for transforming your health. The spiritual dimension of morning eating. Beyond the physical and nutritional aspects of these 7 foods lies something deeper and more profound: the spiritual dimension of eating. Buddhist wisdom has always understood that nourishing the body and nourishing the spirit are not separate activities but intimately connected aspects of a single holistic practice. How we eat, not just what we eat, profoundly influences our consciousness, our connection to ourselves, and our relationship with the world around us. In Buddhist tradition, eating is never merely a mechanical act of fueling the body. It's an opportunity for meditation, for practicing presence, and for cultivating gratitude and awareness. When monks sit down to eat in monasteries, they do so in silence, with complete attention focused on the food before them and the act of eating itself. This isn't about rigid rules or removing enjoyment from eating. Rather, it's about enhancing the experience by being fully present for it, transforming a routine daily activity into a practice that deepens consciousness and appreciation. Eating as meditation begins before you even take the first bite. As you prepare your morning foods, can you bring mindful attention to each action? Notice the weight of the lemon in your hand as you slice it, the warmth of the water as you pour it, the rising steam, the bright yellow color. When you measure your oats, feel the grains flowing through your fingers. As you slice ginger, notice its fibrous texture and sharp, clean aroma. This preparation becomes a moving meditation, anchoring you in the present moment and beginning your day with centered awareness rather than scattered thoughts about past or future. When you sit down to eat, pause before beginning. Take 3 deep breaths, allowing your body and mind to settle. Look at your food with fresh eyes, as if seeing it for the first time. Notice the colors, the textures, the arrangement on your plate or bowl. Appreciate the visual beauty before you. This moment of pause creates a transition from the rushing, doing mode that dominates most people's lives to a being mode where you're fully present with what is. Gratitude practice before meals is central to Buddhist eating. This isn't necessarily religious in nature, though it can be if that resonates with you. It's simply taking a moment to acknowledge and appreciate the remarkable journey that brought this food to you. Consider the warm lemon water before you. Think about the lemon tree that grew for years, absorbing sunlight, drawing nutrients from soil, converting these into the fruit you're about to consume. Consider the farmers who tended the tree, the workers who harvested the lemons, the people who transported them, the store employees who displayed them. Dozens of people contributed to bringing this single lemon to your kitchen. Expand this gratitude to your oatmeal. The oats grew in fields, requiring months of growth, adequate rainfall, and soil rich with nutrients. The earth itself, with its complex ecosystem of microorganisms, insects, and countless other life forms, all played a role in creating the grain before you. The sunlight that powered the plant's photosynthesis traveled 93 million miles from the sun to reach that field. When you truly contemplate it, your breakfast represents the convergence of countless elements from across the universe. This brings us to a profound Buddhist concept: eating the universe. This teaching recognizes that when you eat, you're not consuming something separate from yourself. You're taking in the sun that powered the plant's growth, the rain that watered it, the soil that nurtured it, and the countless life forms that contributed to creating that soil. You're consuming the work and energy of all the people involved in bringing the food to you. In a very real sense, you're eating sunlight, rain, earth, and the care and effort of your fellow human beings. This understanding dissolves the illusion of separation between yourself and the rest of existence. The food you eat becomes part of your body, literally building and fueling your cells. The boundaries between you and not you become less clear, less rigid. You begin to recognize your profound interconnection with all life, all nature, and indeed the entire cosmos. This isn't abstract philosophy, it's observable, concrete reality when you look closely at the process of eating and nourishment. How food connects us to all beings becomes apparent when we consider the web of relationships that make our meals possible. Every item of food represents collaboration, whether conscious or not, among countless beings. The fermented foods you eat contain billions of living microorganisms that will join the trillions already in your gut, becoming part of your extended body and influencing your health, mood, and even thoughts. The fruits you eat evolved over millions of years in relationship with animals who ate them and dispersed their seeds, a partnership between species that continues today. Even the water you drink has cycled through the Earth's hydrological system for billions of years. The water molecules in your morning lemon water have likely been part of ancient oceans, fallen as rain on long-vanished civilizations, been absorbed by plants and animals throughout history, and now arrive in your cup, ready to hydrate your cells and support your life. This water connects you to every organism that has ever lived on Earth. Developing awareness through nutrition means using your morning eating practice as a vehicle for expanding consciousness. As you chew each bite, can you notice the exact moment when food transforms from something outside you to something inside you? Can you feel the food moving down your throat, arriving in your stomach? Can you sense, even subtly, your body beginning to break down and absorb nutrients? This heightened awareness extends beyond the physical sensations. Notice your thoughts and emotions as you eat. Do you feel rushed, wanting to finish quickly and move on to the next thing? Can you observe that impulse without following it, choosing instead to remain present with your meal? Do you notice judgments arising about the food, yourself, or anything else? Simply observe these mental patterns without getting caught in them, the same way you might watch clouds passing across the sky. Pay attention to the subtle ways your eating practice affects your state of mind throughout the day. On days when you eat mindfully, with gratitude and presence, how does the rest of your day unfold? Do you find yourself more patient, more centered, more capable of remaining present during challenges? On days when you rush through breakfast without awareness, how does that set the tone for the hours that follow? This spiritual dimension of eating isn't separate from the physical health benefits we've discussed throughout this exploration. They're intimately connected. When you eat with awareness and gratitude, you naturally make better food choices. You chew more thoroughly, improving digestion. You eat appropriate amounts, neither too much nor too little, because you're attuned to your body's actual signals rather than eating mindlessly or emotionally. Your stress levels decrease, which directly impacts digestion, immune function, and overall health. Buddhist wisdom teaches that there are no insignificant moments, no mundane activities that don't deserve our full presence and awareness. Eating, something we do multiple times every day throughout our entire lives, offers countless opportunities to practice presence, gratitude, and awareness. By transforming your morning meal into a spiritual practice, you're not adding something extra to your day. You're infusing something you already do with deeper meaning and consciousness. This approach to eating naturally extends to other areas of life. The mindfulness you develop while eating your breakfast gradually permeates other activities. You might find yourself more present while showering, driving, working, or interacting with others. The gratitude you cultivate for your food opens your eyes to appreciate countless other gifts in your life. The awareness of interconnection you develop changes how you relate to other people, to nature, and to yourself. The spiritual dimension of morning eating isn't about perfection or achieving some elevated state. It's about simply being present, again and again, meal after meal, bringing awareness to something as basic and essential as nourishing your body. Some days your mind will be scattered and you'll eat with minimal awareness. That's perfectly fine. Each meal is a new opportunity to practice, to return to presence, to reconnect with gratitude and awareness. This gentle, patient approach is itself part of the practice, learning to accept where you are while continuing to make the effort to be more present. We've journeyed together through 7 powerful foods that Buddhist wisdom has treasured for centuries, foods that modern science now confirms can activate your body's natural healing abilities and prevent disease without medications. Let's briefly recap these transformative foods and the remarkable benefits each one brings to your life. Warm lemon water starts your day by detoxifying your system, alkalizing your body, and preparing your digestive system for optimal function. Oatmeal provides sustained energy, supports heart health, regulates blood sugar, and keeps you satisfied for hours. Fresh ginger tea reduces inflammation throughout your body, supports immunity, aids digestion, and provides natural pain relief. Fermented foods populate your gut with beneficial bacteria that influence everything from immunity to mental health. Nuts and seeds fuel your brain, provide healthy fats and protein, and protect against chronic disease. Green leafy vegetables detoxify at the cellular level and provide unmatched nutrient density. Fresh seasonal fruits deliver antioxidants, vitamins, and natural energy while connecting you to nature's rhythms. Together, these 7 foods create a foundation for health that's virtually unshakable. They work synergistically, each enhancing the benefits of the others, creating a compounding effect that transforms your health from the inside out. Now comes the most important part, taking action. Knowledge without application remains merely interesting information. The transformation happens when you actually implement these practices in your daily life. This is why we're inviting you to join the 21-day challenge. Commit to incorporating these 7 foods into your morning routine for the next 21 days and observe what happens. Why 21 days? Research suggests it takes approximately 3 weeks to establish a new habit, for a behavior to begin feeling natural rather than forced. More importantly, 21 days is enough time to experience real, noticeable changes in your health, while being short enough to feel achievable rather than overwhelming. Here's what you can expect during your 21-day journey. In the first 3 to 5 days, you'll likely notice improved energy and better digestion. Your body will respond quickly to the increased nutrition and hydration. During the first week, many people report clearer thinking and more stable moods as blood sugar stabilizes and inflammation begins decreasing. By the second week, the benefits deepen. You might notice better sleep, clearer skin, reduced cravings for unhealthy foods, and an overall sense of vitality. By the third week, the changes become more profound and structural. Your gut microbiome has shifted significantly, inflammation markers have decreased measurably, and you've established new neural pathways that make these healthy choices feel natural and automatic. Remember, transformation isn't always linear. Some days will feel amazing, others might feel challenging. Trust the process. Your body knows how to heal itself when given the right tools, and these 7 foods provide exactly what it needs. We want to hear about your journey. As you embark on this 21-day challenge, share your experiences in the comments below. Tell us which of these foods you're most excited to try, what changes you notice, and any challenges you encounter. Learning from each other's experiences creates a supportive community that makes transformation easier and more sustainable. If you found value in this video, please click the like button. It helps us reach more people who need this information. Subscribe to Wisdom Diaries Life so you don't miss future videos on natural health, ancient wisdom, and practical ways to improve your life. Share this video with anyone you know who's struggling with health issues, who's tired of relying on medications, or who's simply seeking a more natural path to wellness. This information has the power to transform lives, and by sharing it, you're performing an act of genuine compassion. Buddhist wisdom teaches us to keep the body in good health is a duty, otherwise we shall not be able to keep our mind strong and clear. Your health isn't separate from your purpose in life. It's the foundation that makes everything else possible. By nourishing your body with these 7 foods each morning, you're not just preventing disease, you're creating the conditions for your life to flourish in every dimension. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Your step begins tomorrow morning with a glass of warm lemon water. We believe in you, and we're excited to hear about the transformation you experience. Welcome to a new chapter of health, vitality, and natural healing.